Sorry, I'm going to do that again. Let's go again. Sorry.
Hi, how are you? My name is Lexi Knox. I'm 26 years old. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Play for... Yeah? Closer? Right here. So a little bit closer to my mouth.
Yeah.
Hi, my name... Hi.
Good?
Yeah?
All right.
Okay.
I think we're good.
So just... Okay.
All right. So, yeah, so it's 5 minutes to... I start at 6:13 because it's 2 minutes exactly before kickoff.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Welcome to Service FM Stadium for Football SA's broadcast of this Round 5 match of the 2025 Apex Steel NPLSA season between Adelaide University and Salisbury Inter. It's a match which could see one of these teams entrench themselves in the top 5. Inter have moved up to 4th on the table with 6 points, and while Adelaide Uni are in 7th spot, they're just 1 point behind Inter on what is still a fairly congested Apex Steel NPLSA ladder. And another interesting angle to this match is that these teams will meet again in just 6 days' time, because they've been drawn against each other in the WNPL and WSL Cup. Adelaide University have started the season well, just the one loss so far, and that was to high-flying West Adelaide, a game in which Uni pushed the league leaders right to the end. But they'll be disappointed that they gave up 2 stoppage time goals against Campbelltown last week. Uni drawing a match they'll feel they should have won. Uni make one change to the starting side that travelled to Campbelltown, and it's a forced one. Molly Simmons coming into defence for the injured Macy Borton. After losing their first 2 matches of the WNPL season, Salisbury Inter have hit back with 2 consecutive wins. But they still make a couple of changes to the starting 11 that defeated Flinders United, 3-1 last weekend, with Georgia Box and Selena Cravo coming in for Zoe Jackson and Charlie King, who will both start as subs. The teams are being led out tonight by the referee, Ellie Seaton, and the assistant referees are Thomas Gilchrist and Joshua Britvek. Adelaide Uni playing in their traditional all-black kit, and Salisbury Inter in their changed away or mint coloured kit. They will be in their away colours tonight. Looking forward to what should be a terrific match. We'll just quickly run through the lineups in full. Matilda Comley in goals for Inter. Their back 5, Mina Nishitani and Talia Gromball, will be the wing backs. Central defence of Chantel Ryder, the captain, Hannah Freer and Gabby DeMarco. In midfield, it's Jazz Styles, Selena Cravo and Georgia Box. And up forward, it's Haruna Sugihara and Angela Mills. For Uni, it's Evie Goldsmith in goal, a back four of Sophie Burke, Emily Bouchereau, Molly Simmons and Lena Radler. Midfield is Isabella Yaziello, Isla Sarouche and Alicia Panagakos, the captain. And up forward, it's Nicole O'Neill and Chloe Richardson, either side of Emma Hubbard. The coaches tonight, Carl Maynard for Inter and Duncan Song for Adelaide Uni. The two teams are in a huddle, and that means that just before we have kick-off, I have enough time to just introduce our special guest for the opening part of this game. New signing for Salisbury Inter from the United States. Welcome, Lexi Knox.
Thanks for having me.
It's absolutely fantastic to have you on board, Lexi, for this game, and great to have another player from another part of the world, so welcome.
Thank you.
And we'll just start with the first question is, which part of the United States are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and I'm guessing you haven't been in Adelaide for too long yet?
Not too long. This is my second week here.
No worries. Well, we'll be chatting to you a little bit in the first 15 or 20 or so minutes of the game as it unfolds. We're just about to have kick-off. Referee Ellie Seaton is in the centre, about to hand the ball to Ange Mills to start what should be a terrific game here tonight. 4th versus 7th, but only 1 point between these two teams on the ladder. And we are ready to kick off. Just waiting on the referee's whistle. And we're away. Inter are kicking to the right as you see it. That is the northern end here at Service FM Stadium. And there's an early touch for their midfielder, Jazz Styles DeMarco, who made her starting debut for her new club, Salisbury Inter, last week. And Freer to Ryder. Cravo, right in the centre circle. Back out to DeMarco. Gromball did well to control and move it on, but it's broken to Hubbard for Uni. And Freer's just got a bit of work to do here to make sure the ball gets safely back to Comley, who's just able to grab it on the edge of the area. Quick ball out to Styles. Ryder. Freer. And well, we've got a bit of time. So you're from Atlanta, Georgia, and that's where you would have played in college as well?
Yes, I played for Georgia State University under Ed Joyce in downtown Atlanta.
Yeah, and obviously you've played in a few different parts of the world, which is one of the amazing things that footballers can do. So tell us about the other places that you've been as a player.
Yeah, I started off right out of college, went to Albania for my first contract. Had the opportunity to play in Champions League. Then I played my second contract in Norway, and last year just got back from Iceland.
Well, you must be absolutely loving these opportunities to see all these different parts of the world.
It's fantastic. I feel extremely blessed to just be able to do what I love and to travel and see the world.
You're listening to Lexi Knox, who has come over from the United States. We're just going to pause here because Uni have got a bit of a break on, and they've got a couple in the middle. Sarouche waiting for the opportunity, but ball from O'Neill hasn't come in yet. Maybe the cross will come from Radler, who's overlapping on the right. Wants to get the ball back inboard, but that should be... Oh, and just a little bit of confusion in the inter-defence, and they've just given up the first corner of the game. And you got the suggestion to come to Australia, and you thought, why not?
Yeah, why not? It's a beautiful place. I've never been, so just thought it was a great opportunity.
Fantastic. We'll just come back to you shortly as Uni have the first opportunity with a set piece here. Panagakos on the front post, as you'd expect, but most of the Uni players lining up deep. They're running in now. The ball gets towards where O'Neill is. It's not quite headed away. Cravo trying to just get the ball away. There's Yaziello for Inter on the ball. And the cross comes back in, but that'll be safe for Matilda Comley. And what is your normal position on the field, Lexi?
Normally I play center back or left back, so I'm a defensive player.
You left-footed?
Yeah, I can use left or right.
Fantastic. That's, I'm sure, what will make Intercoach Carl Maynard very, very happy. And how have you settled in with the training so far? And I know you've played one reserves game already.
Yeah, I've settled in quite nice. It's been great. The girls have been super welcoming. The intensity at practice has been great, so I've loved it so far.
Well, your teammates have a corner now. Play quickly shifting to the other end of the field. Nishitani will take that corner, delivering it as an in-swinger with the right. Cravo makes a bit of a run to offer short. It goes into the teeth, towards the back, and nearly a chance there for Sugihara, but that's gone out for a goal kick. And having played at these different levels, I mean, you would have been told that you're coming to play here in what is essentially part of the second level of Australian football. So how have you found the changes, like different styles, different ways of doing things?
Yeah, everywhere I go, there's definitely a different style of play. Nowhere is completely the same. I just like to come in and, affect the game as much as I can and play my game. So I don't really worry about too much of level drop-offs or level come-ups. I just like to come in, have fun, and play my game.
Fantastic. Just seeing Uni in attack now. Sarush holds on well there, but is eventually dispossessed. But now it's back with Hubbard for Uni. But the door is nearly shut. Hubbard manages to get the ball in, not bad. But it's been cleared. Here's Sugihara under pressure from Burke, who wins it. Yaz yellow for Uni. Going in the wrong direction from her team's point of view, but holds on to position. No, Cravo wins it. Nearly gets Mills through there. But now it's with Ryder. Battling in midfield is good. Styles does really well to hold on there. Now, can Styles find the right ball? Important clearance from Bouchereau. DeMarco. Comes out to Gromball from box. Gromball wants to get an angle for the cross in. Finds Sugihara. Under pressure. Styles into keeping the pressure on up forward. And Burke finally gets the ball away, but only as far as Ryder. In to have it again. Here's O'Neill. And O'Neill and Radler combining. Well, there you go, an Irish player to a German player, and you're joining the international flavour here.
Yeah.
So I think you are the only American in the league at the moment, but we've got a player from Ireland, at least 3 Germans, a few Japanese players. So
oh, wow.
That's great. Part of the internationalism of the game.
Right, yeah, great company.
Ryder just gets it back to Comley. And how are you placed as far as the rest of the season goes? Are you expecting to stay for the whole year? Do you know what your next moves are, or how that's going to play out?
I do expect to finish out the season. I expect to just play wherever is necessary, and just play out throughout the game.
And your family, I guess they're all in Atlanta, yeah?
Yes.
And do they know that they'll be able to see broadcasts of your games?
Yeah, they do, and they're super excited. The time change is definitely going to be. They'll have to have early mornings, but they've always been super supportive of everything and anything that I do. So I'm really grateful to have a family and support that I do. Well,
that's fantastic, and I'm sure it'd be great for you to know that they'll be there. The last time we had an American in the league, her family actually came for the last game of the season, and unbeknownst to them, I was chatting to them, and they said, "What do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a commentator." And they said, "Oh, we listen to you at 4:30 in the morning." Here's Radler, by the way, because Uni are on the march here. So yes, I can imagine the time challenges will be pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty challenging, and hopefully I get my mom and dad down soon, so they're planning a trip.
And I think that's going to be another corner for Adelaide. So that they are going to come out here?
Yeah, my mom is planning a trip down real soon. I'm trying to get my dad down ways too, and also my little sister. So hopefully we'll have the whole family here in Australia.
That's absolutely fantastic. Well, Uni have their second corner of the game. We are in the 9th minute here at Service FM Stadium. You can probably see from the corner flag that the breeze might be pushing this just a little bit away from Matilda Comley's goal. But no, it's very much in the goal. Comley gets a punch away, and that's going to be another corner. Hope you're enjoying the action here at Service FM Stadium. And we've played nearly 9 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for you, all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Still 0-0 between Adelaide Uni and Salisbury Inter. In comes Uni's third corner. It's very close to goal. In fact, it is over the crossbar and out for a goal kick. Oh, that's fantastic that you're going to have family come out here, and hopefully, I'm sure they will, have a great time out here. And I'm sure that you will also enjoy having them around, because I gather you're away quite a bit.
Yeah, I do. I'm away most of the year, so see them on holidays. But you know, we cherish every moment and every minute that we have in the off season.
Of course. And you have. Did you come straight from?
Yeah, I had some time at home, a lot longer off season, but it was great to spend time with family, see friends.
Fantastic. Well, we are just about to come to the 10-minute mark. Inter back in attack with Gromball. That's a well-weighted throw there for Box. Box now trying to get an angle, and now it's amazing. That's 5 corners in 10 minutes. That's Inter's second. Uni have had 3 so far. And I know you're not able to play in the first team just yet. We'll probably let you go shortly, Lexi, because I know you're going to be getting ready to play in the reserves game kicking off here a little bit later on. But we'll just wait for this corner, which Mina Nishitani, another very two-footed player, will deliver with the left. And not a lot of movement at the moment, but there's a lot of players forward in the area for Inter. It's gone close in, and the header has just gone over. Not a bad chance there for Ange Mills, but that was a really good delivery again by Mina Nishitani. Well, Lexi, I'll let you go because I know you've got to get ready for another game, but it's been fantastic to meet you and to have you up here and get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best for your time in Adelaide and with Salisbury Inter.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, and thank you for having me.
No worries. Have a good evening.
You too.
That was Lexi Knox, who has been good enough to join us for the opening part of this broadcast between the team she has just joined, Salisbury Inter, in their game against Adelaide University. Lexi not yet able to play in the first team, but is currently playing in the reserves. Will be playing in the reserves later tonight. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, and adding to the international flavour of our competition. And we have already in this game a couple of players that have already given us a taste of that international flavour. Adelaide Uni with the German fullback Lena Radler and Irish midfielder Nicole O'Neill, and of course the 2 Japanese players for Salisbury Inter, Haruna Sugihara and Mina Nishitani, about to be joined by Lexi Knox of Atlanta, Georgia. That goal kick has gone out. Throw in for Uni just forward of the halfway line. And as I mentioned in the preamble, Adelaide Uni will be pretty keen to fire back tonight after I'm sure they'll be disappointed with their result last week. 2-2 away to Campbelltown, but they were leading 2-0 going into stoppage time. There was a lot of stoppage time, but I'm sure they'll feel like that that was 2 points dropped. Inter have their tails up at the moment. Here goes Mills. Just being held up there and might have won the corner. No, it's a goal kick. Good bit of defending there by Molly Simmons into the starting team tonight. Goal kick for Goldsmith. O'Neill tries to send it forward. Ryder just plays the ball to the line. Radler's throw. Ball inboard for O'Neill. Good pressure there. In to have it now. Ryder clears in the Mills direction. Mills up against two opponents. And the pressure told. Here's O'Neill. High line for Inter, but Uni have kept onside, but it's going to break to Styles for Inter. And Box just plays it back to Comley, who has time. Box. DeMarco. Comley. Ryder now. Sarush just coming over to keep some company. Ball's back in board. Turns well, but O'Neill in the way. Oh, sorry, that was Panagakos. Then it was O'Neill, who's bringing the ball up the right-hand side. Can't get the ball past the Inter defence. Cravo's ball there didn't quite have enough on it to find Mills. And that's going to be a Uni throw on the attacking right. Radler again. It's going to be a free kick. And what could be a useful position here for Adelaide Uni? Getting a few players forward. Panagakos near the penalty spot. Richardson as well. Hubbard. Here it comes. And it's headed away. And a nice little touch on there from Box. Gets Cravo going. And Cravo just tried to get Mills, but that was an important interception there by Burke. Yaz yellow. Good challenge by Sugihara, who gets it back from Cravo. Sugihara. Nishitani on the attacking left now. Comes inboard. Brings it back to Freer. That's a good ball. Cravo. Box just wants to play it through. Mills does well there, but it deflected back to Burke. Bouchereau. Back to Goldsmith. Expecting a good game, and it looks like that's what we're getting. That's a great hit by Goldsmith, but good cover there by DeMarco. Comley. Battling in midfield again. Styles. Nishitani, who's stayed high. Freer. Cravo turns nicely. Sugihara. That's a really good ball for Mills. Mills, and a really important bit of defending there by Bouchereau. Corner kick. Ryder and DeMarco getting up to meet this one. In fact, Inter have only left Gromball and Freer outside of the penalty area. Another Nishitani corner. Can they cash in on this occasion? It's high towards Ryder, who wins it. O'Neill gets it away, not fully though, but Uni will be able to clear now. Grumble has time though. Comley. Uni players pushing out of defence now. So Comley just waits. Freer. Ryder. Comley again. Styles. Into just controlling possession and now trying to get the ball inboard to Box is a good one. But Hubbard challenges well. Box wins it back. Well played, Box. DeMarco. Wants to get Gromball going. That's a nice ball. Gromball and Burke. Burke will get there first. Gromball, the outside right, or the right wing back, I guess, for Inter. Gets the cross in now. That should be Goldsmiths. And it's all a little bit hot, but O'Neill has it for Inter and for Uni, and suddenly they've got a 3-on-3 here. Trying to get the ball up to Richardson, but that's been covered off by the Inter defence. Hope you're enjoying the action here from Service FM Stadium, round 5 match. And we thank our partners. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Comley now. DeMarco. Mills. Has to come back a long way. Oh, just wanted to leave it for DeMarco, and Bouchereau made sure that Inter got no further on that occasion. Ryder now. Styles just runs on. Radler. Bouchereau. Oh, that's not a bad ball. Are they onside? I think Richardson is. O'Neill's in the middle. It's going to be Comley's though. And it's now with Cravo. That ball to Grumble just had a little bit too much on it. That's gone out for a throw. Sophie Burke to take it. O'Neill. Ryder for company. Burke. Players closing in, but Burke has managed to get it to Hubbard. DeMarco tidies up, gets it back to Comley. Freer. Comley just waiting for a little bit more movement in midfield. Ryder. Freer. Sugihara has come deep to collect. Cravo. Ooh, and another important interception there by Bouchereau, but Inter have it back as Sugihara plays it to Nishitani. Wants to get the return ball going. That's been intercepted by Radler. And it's going to be a throw. Fascinating player, Lena Radler, the German fullback. Makes overlapping runs as you'd expect, but often goes more inboard and sort of acts as an auxiliary number 6. Must give Coach Duncan Song plenty of flexibility. Uni just trying to work their way forward there, but it was crowded in midfield. Direct ball there for Mills. Mills! Oh, didn't quite get hold of it. But that was a good ball by Ryder. And Mills timed the run beautifully, but just couldn't finish off with the shot. Goldsmith bringing it forward, and as we know, Goldsmith can thump the ball a long way. It's been intercepted on that occasion. Sugihara didn't get it under control. Yaziello for Uni, trying to push through and does. Yaziello, Richardson, it's off the back of Ryder's feet. Nishitani gets it back to Ryder. Well, not surprisingly, the two matches that these two teams played in last year's WMPL both went Salisbury Inter's way. I say not surprisingly because Adelaide Uni had a fairly dreadful year, only narrowly avoiding relegation to the WSL. It was a 2-0 win in round 13 for Inter, and they also won 2-0 in round 4 when these two teams met in 2024. You have to go back to round 4 of 2023 for Uni's last win against Inter. That was a 1-0 win. Alana Fitzsimmons, the match winner on that occasion. But Uni probably haven't met Inter with as competitive as a team since then, at least, as they do now. But Inter have had more of the ball so far, and they've got Nishitani going on the attacking left. Nishitani, good challenge, Radler. Brings the ball forward as well. Radler just waiting for the opportunity to get the ball up to Richardson, who brings it inside for Sarush. Back to Richardson. This is good from Uni. Richardson has Hubbard in the middle. In the way there, though, was DeMarco. Ryder, of course, a former Adelaide Uni player, though that was quite some time ago. Chantel Ryder, of course, has been at Inter now for so long that she's qualified for life membership, which occurred last year. One of the players that have won every trophy with Salisbury Inter in the senior women's competitions. A WMPL, WSL Cup, a Premiership and 3 championships, 2021, 2022 and 2024. Sorry, 21, 23 and 24, my apologies. West Adelaide were the champions and treble winners in 2022. Nishitani with the throw. Trying to get the ball up towards Sugihara. Black shirts in the way. Here's O'Neill now. Styles just forces O'Neill to check back. Radler again. Just runs on to Comley though. DeMarco. Ryder now. Sarush facing Chantel Ryder. It's back to DeMarco. Cravo. Wants to get the ball forward to Sugihara, but Bouchereau was in the way. Nishitani wins it. Here's Yaziello. Wants to get the ball out to Richardson. It's gone out for a throw. We are in the 28th minute on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard. For all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions, the score is Adelaide University 0, Salisbury Inter 0. Another throw for Mina Nishitani in the left defensive position for Salisbury Inter. Good pressure, though, by the Uni players, something they've done a lot better this year. Yaziello, in the way was DeMarco, and that's a good ball for Sugihara. Sugihara now, 2 Uni players for company, and eventually O'Neill wins it. turns it back around. Good quality in this game so far. Thought Inter's game last week against... No, sorry, it was Uni that played Campbelltown last week. But Inter's game last week was a fairly scrappy affair. They did run out 3-1 winners, but wasn't a vintage performance. It was a win over Flinders United. And they're certainly looking a lot more fluent tonight. Adelaide Uni have looked increasingly coherent this year. Mentioned it before, but they are a very, very new side. So many new players for the 2025 Apex Steel WNPLSA season. One of them there, O'Neill. Panagakos, who's been with Uni for quite a while. Oh, that's a good ball. Hubbard's beaten the offside trap. Hubbard now tries to get a shot away. Blazes high. And that was the best moment of the game so far for Adelaide Uni. Really, really good movement there. And Hubbard timed the run perfectly well, but the shot on a little bit of an angle was always rising. Comley with the goal kick. It's towards Ange Mills, but it's fallen to Yaziello for Uni. Gromball in the way. DeMarco gets it back. Freer. Good play to get the ball to Styles, who also does well to get it to Nishitani. Now Nishitani's got both Styles and Mills, but the flag has gone up against Ange Mills. Hope you're enjoying the action. Football SA's broadcast of round 5 of the Apex Steel WNPL SA season, and we thank our partners Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPL SA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. Goldsmith. O'Neill just tries to flick it on, might get to Sarush. Nishitani has it for Inter. That ball is only going to find a Uni shirt and Molly Simmons on that occasion. Bouchereau. Hubbard's offside. Ryder to take the free kick. Cravo moves into a pocket of space. So we'll just trot on the ball there. And that's given Yaziello an opportunity. And that's going to be a free kick to Yaziello. And Cravo will go into the book for that. Unfortunate moment, but once Cravo pulled the shirt, there's always going to be a booking. Free kick for Uni, and the way they're setting up on the edge of the penalty area suggests that that's where it's going to be delivered. Of course, it's the first of 2 games on this pitch tonight. After this one, we've got the top of the table clash between Football SA, NTC and West Adelaide. Free kick for Uni is delivered near the penalty area. Oh, and a couple of Uni players, Inter players I should say, nearly got in each other's way. Meant that the ball ended up going back towards Comley, but safe in the end. Ryder. Comley just waiting. Georgia box offers, but Goes to Ryder instead. Oh, look at that ball too. Nishitani. Only Mills is central now. Sugihara running in. Nishitani plays it back inboard for Styles. Styles with O'Neill for company. Holds on. Nishitani. And Freer gets it across to Comley. Oh, and that's gone to O'Neill though. Sarush wants to get Richardson going. Nishitani. Styles, and in the end, Freer thinks, let's get rid. And that header from Bouchereau will find Evie Goldsmith. And mentioned that Uni will be disappointed with the conceding of 2 stoppage time goals against Campbelltown last week, which cost them the win, meant the match finished 2-2. But I think what will also be disappointing is that the manner of the concession of those goals. They just tied themselves in knots a little bit in their defence. On both occasions, the ball coming in as a cross from Campbelltown City, and they really just fluffed their lines. Can they hit back tonight? Oh, and O'Neill with a snapshot there, and unfortunately it's hit Hubbard, who I think is okay, in the back of the head, and to add insult to injury, Hubbard was in an offside position, so the flag went up. Comley now. We have 10 minutes left plus stoppages, of which I don't think there'll be many. We've hardly had any stoppage whatsoever in this half. On the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Scoreboard showing the score is still Adelaide Uni 0, Salisbury Inter 0, but can Salisbury do something? I should say Uni do something about that. No, it's going the other way. Now Mills has beaten the offside trap. Ange Mills one-on-one. Mills! Good bit of defending to force her back. Gromball is there to take the opportunity to take the cross. Puts it inboard. It's gone across the face though. And Radler is leading the race there. Well, Ange Mills was chased down on that occasion. Very close to getting a shot away though. And into keeping the pressure on through Cravo. Gets the return ball from Sugihara. Cravo box, that's nice. Sugihara! Sugihara! Straight to Goldsmith. Love that little ball through from Georgia Box. Nearly a tremendous assist to produce a goal. Burke brings it away. Hubbard. Good challenge there by Gromball. Won the ball well. Box now. To Mills. Sugihara. Sugihara again. Starting to pepper away at Evie Goldsmith. Radler to bring it away for Uni. Styles comes to Radler. Richardson. O'Neill and Radler. Still going O'Neill. Switches it over to where Hubbard is. It's going to be Riders though, and Inter-Captain guides it back to Matilda Comley. Chantel Ryder played in a cup final for Adelaide Uni. Lost that game to Adelaide City by 3-2. 2018, I believe, was the year. Cravo holds on from the challenge of Panagakos. Styles. Bouchereau in the way, but falls to Sugihara, who can get Nishitani going. Another promising attack. Nishitani has to take on Radler again. Brings it back. Freer. Great ball. It's Cravo can't quite get it through. Uni have it now through Hubbard. That's a really good ball from Hubbard. And Richardson's in a full race with DeMarco. Richardson. DeMarco catches her opponent. and forces Richardson back. Just a couple of times we've seen both teams finding their way through the offside trap and starting to get the feeling that one of them might open the scoring soon. O'Neill trying to help Uni do just that. Puts in Matilda Comley's. Will go long. Towards Mills. Good win by Bouchereau. Here's Gromball for Inter. DeMarco. Comley. Wants to switch it out to Nishitani, but Radler's in the way. Has had a pretty good first half up against Mina Nishitani. Not an easy player to be in direct competition with. And here they go again. Radler, this time Nishitani doing the defending. Still going Radler, trying to get across in. And Uni just needed someone a bit closer to the front post there. It was really only Hubbard who was a bit deeper on that occasion. Emma Hubbard, 24 goals for 17 matches for Modbury Vista last year. Uni would be happy with a share of that, I'd say, in season 2025. Of course, Modbury Vista are going great guns in the WSL at the moment. 5 wins out of 5, scoring crazy amount of goals early in the season, but if they keep that going, they'll be joining the WMPL next year for the first time since their only other season in the top flight, which was 2022, where they were coached by Duncan Song, who coaches Adelaide Uni this evening. Here's Radler with the throw. O'Neill. It's been won by Styles, but O'Neill has it back. Under pressure from Cravo. Richardson. That's a Uni throw. Which the busy Radler will take. Ball in board. Ryder will deal with that. O'Neill. Good challenge. And Inter might be away. Cravo. Oh, and good anticipation there by Yaziello, who could see that Cravo was trying to switch the ball out to Talia Gromball. Comley. DeMarco. Comley to Ryder. Just waiting for an option. Comley chooses to go long towards Mills. Won by Bouchereau. Styles. Hooks it out to Gromball. Back to Styles. Here is Box. Gromball. DeMarco. There's a couple forward here. And that header back has given Sugihara a chance. Sugihara! That's a terrific save by Evie Goldsmith. Goldsmith did really well there to come to Sugihara's feet and close the angle. Is a corner for Salisbury Inter, but it could have been so much more but for Goldsmith's intervention. Again, Inter have plenty forward. Just a couple of minutes before the 45 are up. As I mentioned, I don't think there'll be much extra. The goal now would be incredibly timely. It's nearly gone all the way in, and it's across the face in the end. Nishitani feels like there was a uni touch, but referee Seaton has given a gold kick. Hope you're enjoying the action. We thank our partners for bringing it to you. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA. SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. We are about to hit the 44-minute mark on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Shows the score as Adelaide Uni 0, Salisbury into 0, but there have certainly been chances at both ends, and this game isn't going to finish goalless if we have that many chances in the second half. We might not be done in the first. That ball was wide of the penalty area, so Comley had to go with the feet. And it's out for a throw in. Radler. Won there by Styles. Here's Mills. Under pressure. Has held on really well. Oh, but what a challenge there by Yaziello. But then coming through is Ryder. Breaks to Freer in the end. Comley wants to get Box going. Box's touch will get to Bouchereau though. Here's Panagakos. And wanted to play the through ball. It's back with Comley. The 45 are up. Doubt we'll have more than a minute extra, but it might be enough time for Uni if they can construct a good attack here. Nice ball by Hubbard, clipped into Sarouche, but the numbers are with Inter, who are able to clear. Panagakos' header. Simmons heads it down to Radler. That ball is going to end up with Comley. And referee Seaton blows the half-time whistle. It really has been a fascinating first half here, even if there haven't been any goals. Both of these sides have made opportunities, in most cases, by beating the other team's offside trap. A couple of one-on-ones at both ends. Emma Hubbard had a pretty good chance for Adelaide Uni, but just went over the top of the bar with her effort. And a couple of efforts at the other end, coupled by Haruna Sugihara, and the most recent of those forced a huge save out of Evie Goldsmith to keep the scores level. It should be a terrific second half here. Can't wait to bring it to you. Don't go anywhere. After a few messages, this broadcast will resume with the score on the 1-0. Don't go anywhere.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Barso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Kusasa sends it into the area, and it's Warren. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Barso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Kusasa sends it into the area, and it's Warren. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingas.
Jason Konstantinopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka. Crispin Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for the Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net. He's made some unbelievable.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Just headed away. Only to Metro Stars though, edge of the box here. Visser. Now Gow with a little flick. Visser back in the box, and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on. What a goal.
Reno, oh wow! Oh my God! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
By Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside of the line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot. Mine's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th goal for Playford to make it 8.
Costelli, being to it by Caden, now finds Anthony Costa, top of the box, goes with his left foot. Anthony Costa gets a second. He's got a brace in the first half, and he's taken Adelaide Croatia into a 2-0 lead at half time, David.
It's a beautiful finish. Just picked his spot out perfectly there, but gosh, Neograd have just left themselves exposed there.
On the back of the announcement of the celebration of football, Football SA will be investing $50,000 into a coach education fund. $35,000 will be invested into community coach education, which will see 19 courses at club venues and over 500 community coaches. Working closely with clubs to develop and upskill coaches will strengthen the grassroots community, which will obviously benefit the football community as a whole.
It can only be beneficial because most of the clubs, most of the coaches start off just as parents coaching their kids' teams, and they're learning on the job as much as the kids. So this would be perfect because not only would kids be getting coached, the coaches will be getting coached.
As a club, we struggle to attract good coaches, and having this sort of funding coming our way will actually allow us to sort of offer more boys and girls out there to actually coach at the club. Everything comes at a cost these days, and this award presented to our club here again will allow our average parents, supporters, players to the opportunity to come out and actually to take on coaching and to be part of it. They've got a passion about this sport and a passion about this club. They'll be able to come here now, get trained up, and actually take on a team and just move forward with us here.
The remaining $15,000 will be invested into a joint initiative with Football SA, Adelaide United and PSV, where selected coaches and technical directors from South Australia will be given the professional development opportunity to go to PSV in October 2025.
Once you get the bug for the coaching, you love it, and you love seeing the kids improve, especially the connection to your club. You want to see the kids come through at your club, and it's just a win-win for everyone.
Something here, plays out to Panagakos, and it's Panagakos! What an absolute cracker. Alicia Panagakos kicks off the season for Adelaide University.
And I mean, if Alicia keeps the play long instead of turning around,
has a shot, it's gone in, Tom and Bonner, and this was we were talking about just a minute ago, has had a very good last 20 minutes and just come right into the game. Edge United 1-0 up.
Goes to Yamada. Good turn. Needs to find an option. Might even look to go for herself. Nini Yamada! Makes it 3-2 for West Adelaide. 20 minutes left.
Such a quality player to have in this competition. A long shot there by Notridge. It's gone in! Well, it was just a speculative effort by Notridge. And it looked like Elliott never picked it up. And Comets have taken the lead.
Coles Mini Roos is more than just football. It is a place to find our feet, learn new skills, and meet new friends. A place to start small and feel 10 feet tall. To have fun and laugh, to build confidence from the ground up. A place to belong. Football starts here. Find your place. Join our team.
We all play the same game. The pitch may change, but the stakes are the same. The ball we desire, the moves we admire. Because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Imagine storing energy now and using it later. Travelling time zones without the dirty footprints. Imagine being remote but never far away, or having lights that safely guide you home. Imagine communities run by the sun, but did you know it's already begun? We're connecting South Australians to an energy future we can all be proud of. So imagine the power of possibility.
Ghana United is like home the football.
It's always been our goal to move into State League.
Here it's a very family culture. There's a sense of oneness between the Resies, 18s, seniors. Everyone just feels like brothers.
You know, it's like how they say, you train the way you play, but actually when you rock up game days, we actually play like our heart is the last thing that's left, you know what I mean?
I'm loving it. It's really good culture, really good environment. It's going great so far in the pre-season.
About culture, you know, we open the door, every culture comes to mix to us.
Ghana United will be a club that can play football, simple football, a good football, that we will be in the next couple of years moving to the NPL.
Very thrilled, very excited.
Expect to see some rainbow flicks. That's what makes us Ghana FC, man.
Here in Adelaide, but it's called right down perfect playing conditions for this game. Some great tracks coming over the audio system. We Like to Party from the Venga Boys. Always a favourite. Promise you I won't dance or sing along though. Both teams are in their huddles, getting ready for what should be a fantastic second half. Really enjoyed this one so far. And I feel like we're going to get even more goalmouth action as this game unfolds. Inter looking to make it 3 wins on in a row. Wins in the last 2 weeks over Campbelltown and Flinders. Adelaide Uni haven't won since round 1, but they've had 2 draws between then and now, only falling to a loss against West Adelaide, who of course lead the competition. It's going to be Uni to kick off in the second half. Isla Sarush over the ball. And we await referee Seaton's whistle. All in readiness now. Here we go. 45 more minutes of this opening clash of round 5 of the WNPLSA season. Adelaide Uni and Salisbury Inter. Headed by Radler there. That might fall to Freer. Trying to turn there is Box. Does well to hold on under pressure. Nishitani just trying to get Sugihara going up forward. Put out by Molly Simmons. Another ball is called for. And we thank our partners for bringing this broadcast to you. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks, empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia. The Score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Adelaide Uni 0, Salisbury Inter 0, but Inter in attack now. Nishitani, though, can only force the ball out for a corner on that occasion, for a throw-in, I should say. Richardson. Nishitani wins it for Inter, but the ball has gone out. O'Neill, Radler, Sugihara and Nishitani either side, but we'll get the throw. Richardson, Radler, Sugihara does well, Nishitani. Good battling there. That was between Styles and O'Neill. It's going to be an Inter throw. Nishitani and Sugihara. Trying to work the ball between them. Panagakos just clears it into Nishitani's legs. It's going to stay in. Nishitani has it back. Just chips it forward. And Bouchereau made sure that it was cleared. Angela Mills was lurking. Ball almost entirely in Inter's attacking half in this half so far. And he has gone just under 3 minutes. Sugihara. Simmons will clear again. It's almost like Inter are just inching forward. And fortunately that ball's going to roll back. There's already one on the hill up here on this side of the ground. And it is a corner, in fact. Nishitani. It's quite still at the moment. Into a good area, but and the clearance was, it's going to be safe. But the ball's come out to DeMarco for Inter. Wants to get the ball into Cravo, but Yaziello was in the way. Trying to bring the ball forward there was Radler. And that's going to stay in for Richardson. Richardson now. O'Neill's in the middle. O'Neill in the area. Doesn't pull the trigger yet. Sarouche. It's gone back out to Richardson. And that's going to end up with Comley and Inter. Just found themselves under a little bit of pressure there. They let Richardson get away. And for a moment, O'Neill was on her own in the penalty area. Thrown for Uni. On their left, Burke. They're trying to work their way through Hubbard. Now that ball is looking for Richardson. Comley gets there. Ball's cleared. Mills trying to battle away and did well to get it to Cravo, who's got two for company. Yaziello. Well, now, Cravo's going to need to be really careful here because Cravo's already on a yellow and once again went the pull of the shirt there. Free kick for Adelaide Uni. But I suspect that Cravo won't get away with another one like that. Uni have the free. It's gone all the way towards goal, but it's out for a goal kick. Comley. Styles. Plays it out to the right-hand side where Gromball is. Sorry, that was DeMarco. The ball's come out to Sugihara. That's another throw-in, which DeMarco will take. No, we'll leave it to Gromball. Wants to get Sugihara going. Finds its way to Mills. Turns nicely. Sugihara. Under pressure from a couple of uni players, but keeps it. Cravo. Will it get to Sugihara? No. Panagakos gets the foot in the way and finds Radler. Radler's got some room to push into. Still going Radler. Tries to get the ball out to Richardson. Nishitani looks after it. Comley got it away just in the end after Hubbard charged towards her. Radler beats Boxer's challenge. Wants to take them on again. It's going to be a throw for Uni. O'Neill. O'Neill and Radler working it out between them all, but on that occasion, miscommunication. Throw in for Inter. Nishitani has Sugihara up the wing. Box inboard. Box. And under pressure from O'Neill, it's gone out for a throw in for Adelaide Uni. Having a good little spell. O'Neill. The ball inboard, Richardson. And Comley made sure to cover the near post there. Oh, and that's been intercepted by Yaziello. Yaziello! It's in! That's a tremendous strike, and it was all Yaziello! Adelaide Uni take the lead. Well, absolutely terrific play from their midfielder there. Just picked the moment to take the shot, didn't blaze away straight away. And it came at the end of a spell of a good few minutes for Uni. Now, that might shift this game up a gear or two. Gromball. Yaziello again. It's going to be covered off by Freer. Comley. It's Hubbard for Uni. Panagakos coming through. Tries the shot. That's going to just deflect its way through to Comley. Comley to go long. Mills is under it. Just goes over Mills. Bouchereau trying to bring it forward. Hubbard. Gromball now to take the throw for Inter. Just trying to work it up the right-hand side, but it's back with Uni. And that ball might find Richardson. And Richardson was on the score sheet last week for Uni against Campbelltown. Comley to DeMarco. Cravo. Gromball. Uni's pressure's been really good. They've lifted a notch and they've won a throw. Hubbard. That one's going to be a throw for Inter. Just trying to, haven't been able to pass their way out. Uni are doing really, really well to block all those routes through and turn things to into an attack for them, as Radler's just tried to do. O'Neill, that's going to be offside. But once again, Uni's pressure forcing the turnover. And Salisbury to really just need to reset. Try to find their way through what has been in this half a very disciplined midfield from Adelaide Uni. And there you see again, just Richardson making sure that the ball wasn't cleared. Comley goes long. Sugihara is there. Radler wins it again and turns well. Having some sort of game, Leonard Radler. Sarush. Ryder comes through. Again, Radler's in the way. Comley. Well, that's gone over Gromball, who now has to face Burke and forces the throw. Uni continue to press through Hubbard, but good defending on that occasion by DeMarco. Gromball. Cravo just trying to get the ball forward. Throw in for Inter. No, sorry, it is a Uni throw on this occasion. Right on the halfway line in front of the players' tunnel. They won't be able to hold on this occasion. Again, Uni winning these little situations at the moment. And this is what's helped to give them the advantage in this game. DeMarco's going to have to go back to Comley. Now, Comley under pressure. That's a really good ball out to Gromball. Couldn't get it through to Sugihara. Cravo wants to turn it around for Gromball, but O'Neill is there. Holds on, but in the end, it goes to Mills. Still Mills. Going to get a free kick there, I think. Now, in to try to get on with it quickly and get it out to Nishitani. Freer. Box. Former Adelaide Uni player. Moved to Inter in the off-season. Here goes Freer keeping the run going. It's going to be Goldsmith's ball. Goldsmith's kick. Nishitani's under it. That's a nice pass into, first time into Styles. Cravo. Oh, it's come off the back of Burke's feet. Yaziello. Pushes through. Gets the ball out to Hubbard. Looking for Yaziello on the return. Comley's able to clear. Burke's header. O'Neill. Hubbard. Well, Inter are going to make a change. And I think it's going to be Hood for Cravo. Or is it Mills that's gone off? Yeah, no, it might be Mills. And Aaron Hood is on in place. It's a like-for-like change. So unlikely to be any real sort of formation change for Salisbury Inter with that substitution. At Uni really have their tails up after scoring, and they have a corner. And not shy in committing players forward for this either, Adelaide Uni. O'Neill's on the move. It's high. It's out for a goal kick. We're into the last half hour here at Service FM Stadium of this match. Of course, we've got another one coming up on this pitch at 8:15. Richardson intercepts. Again, into just not clearing their lines. This is terrific stuff from Adelaide Uni. Radler and Richardson again. Good turn, Nishitani. Yaziello's in the way. Ryder to clear to Nishitani. Just to get the ball up to Hood. That's gone out for a throw. It's going to be an interball on that occasion. Well, they really need to change something here, Inter, because they just can't get out of their defensive half much at the moment. Nishitani tries to clear again. That'll be an interball. Trying to urge each other to lift their efforts, the Inter players. Cravo tried to get the ball out to Hood there, but that's another Uni throw. Radler now. Comes to Ryder. Comley. Looking for Hood. Won by Radler, but unfairly in the opinion of referee Seaton, so Inter have a free. They are the sort of team, Salisbury Inter, that generally never know when they're beaten. You wouldn't rule them out coming right back into this, but they need to change the shape of this game. Now, can they build something with their captain, Chantel Ryder? Again, the pressure from the Uni midfield is excellent. And they have it with Panagakos. And there's a break on here with Hubbard. Panagakos keeps the run going and Richardson's in the middle. Still going, but the challenge from DeMarco was enough. And Hubbard got the ball, and Hubbard's ball ended up with Matilda Comley. Battling away there with Sugihara and will win possession. Freer. Intercepted by Richardson, who's also having a good game. Hood. Ryder. Into have it, Uni have it back again. Yaziello. Well, Richardson just had to hold the run and is offside. Free kick for Ryder, and Probably looking to launch this one long, as the Inter players have mostly headed forward. Now Nishitani to run onto this. And, and the clearance there did find its way to Goldsmith in the end, but was rather shanked. Long from Goldsmith. Grumble will lead the chase to it. Comley. Headed on nicely by Sugihara. Bouchereau's there. Hood comes to add some pressure. Goldsmith gets it away. Good win there by Styles, but it's fallen to Radler. Radler takes off again. Box trying to give chase. Important interception there by Ryder. Nishitani. It's back with Comley. We've got a game on our hands here. DeMarco. Again, the door is closed. This time by Sarush. Can Sarush keep it in? Flag's gone up. Free kick, throw in, I should say. This time it'll be Unis. Ball just goes past Hubbard. Into Havett. Again, the interception. Just can't speak highly enough of Uni's work in that regard in this half. Making it awfully difficult for Inter to get out. Ryder. And I think that's going to be a Uni throw. Ball ends up with Comley here. Closing in on the last 20 minutes of this game. Freer. Sugihara. Box. There's an overlap on the right, and there's a bit of room here for Gromball. Styles. Into the penalty area. Bouchereau for company. Styles has to turn back. Gromball gets a good ball in though. Punched by Goldsmith. O'Neill just helps it away and it comes to Hubbard and Uni are out of danger. For the first time in a while, Inter have it in attack, but not for long because that's going to be a goal kick. Goldsmith now. We've played 70 minutes on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. Adelaide Uni 1, Salisbury Inter 0. Well, at the end of last season, you would not imagine this sort of result. Salisbury into the champs. Adelaide Uni were absolutely on the mat. Absolutely squeaking their way out of relegation. In fact, Uni were in a position where they were going to be relegated in stoppage time of the final round. And a last-minute goal, almost the last effort of the game against Adelaide Comets, got them a win that saved them. Here they are leading 1-0 against the champs. But it is Inter now with an opportunity to equalise from a set piece with Nishitani. Ryder's on the move and so is Sugihara. It's in towards the goal. Goldsmith with a touch. It hasn't fully cleared. Goldsmith dives on it. And full credit to Adelaide University for the way they've recruited and come to the 2025 season with a lot of optimism and energy. New coach in Duncan Song, and even the players that have stayed, they really look like they're loving being out there at the moment. But they're under a bit of pressure here as that ball goes through towards Sugihara. Bouchereau can see it out over the line for a goal kick. Looks like there is going to be another inter-substitution. It's going to be Box that comes off, and I think it's going to be King that comes on. Goal kick to Goldsmith. It is King that has come on for Box. Again, it's a like-for-like change. Both players being midfielders. And Inter seem to have found a little bit more of their rhythm in attack. Nishitani, that's clipped over for Sugihara. Goldsmith was there. And how important might Goldsmith's save at the feet of Sugihara in the first half turn out to be? Panagakos, Radler. Two players come to meet Radler. And that's going to be a free kick to Sugihara. Nishitani wants to play it quickly. Just waits for her teammates to set up now. A minute to drive it into the penalty area. And it's gone over. It's going to be a corner. Nishitani races over to take. Such a great player in delivering, well, in general, but also in delivering set pieces, Mina Nishitani. The technician. And on this occasion, the Inter players are all really, really close to the goal line. Different setup this time. Nishitani's ball headed away. Uni will be able to guide the ball to safety. Inter's intensity is lifted now. Nishitani's run all the way from the corner to come and take the throw. Will gain a few metres there. The ball coming out off Radler. Sugihara wants to turn in the area. Still Sugihara. Goal kick. This is round 5 of the season, and for this broadcast, we thank our partners. Apex Steel, official naming rights partner of the Apex Steel WNPLSA, SA Power Networks empowering women's football, and RAA, proud supporters of Football South Australia, and The Score on the One World LED and Sportal scoreboard for all your indoor and outdoor LED solutions. In the 77th minute, Adelaide University 1, Salisbury into 0. Isabella Yaziello with the goal. Which could be the match winner. If Uni were to go on and win this, they will actually go ahead of Salisbury Inter on the ladder, because it is jam-packed at the moment. Inter on 6 points, Uni on 5. They might even go temporarily up into about 4th place if they hold on here, Uni. Inter, I'm sure, will make them earn it if that's going to be the outcome. Inter back in some sort of territorial ascendancy in this game now. Can they make it pay? Oh, that might be another corner. It is. You don't want to give too many opportunities here for these set pieces to Inter. Uni have absolutely every player back in the penalty area to defend this. Richardson's effectively being a one-player wall there. Here it comes. Nishitani again. It's a little bit shorter. Cleared. Might get to Richardson, who holds on. Hannah Frere. Now, Comley can switch to the left-hand side because DeMarco's got heaps of room here. DeMarco. That's an important interception there for Adelaide Uni. Panagakos' ball. And that interception was from Molly Simmons, who's come into the starting lineup for the defence tonight and may well be part of an interside that is able to keep a clean sheet and deliver the 3 points. I'm sure they'll be very wary given what happened last week. 2-0 up against Campbelltown. Conceded twice in stoppage time, and Comley. Freer. Ryder. Nishitani's taken off on the attacking left, but has Radler for company. DeMarco. That's a good ball. Sugihara. Sugihara. Cravo. Cravo! Goldsmith claims. Will go long again. Ryder wins it. Still Ryder. But Richardson's there, and so is Radler for Uni. Ryder keeps the run going. It's a Uni throw. Well, it's time to give you the player of the match, which is brought to you by SA Power Networks. And that player with the ball there right now has been absolutely outstanding. Right back for Adelaide Uni tonight. The power player of the match, proudly supported by SA Power Networks, is Lena Radler. And make no mistake though, there's been some terrific performances from Uni all over the park. The entire back four, Bouchereau, Simmons and Burke, and Yaziello, who capped off a terrific performance with a great goal, which may be the match winner. And it will be if Inter can't score within these next few minutes. Now Gromble's on the move, on the attacking right, but it's a Uni throw. 35 seconds plus stoppage time. Stands between Adelaide Uni and a second win of the season. DeMarco. Yaziello's there. Hood. Gromball. Oh, and it's gone Uni's way. Ryder with an important interception. DeMarco calmly to Styles. Nishitani. Wanted to get Styles again, but O'Neill was there. Ryder. Good turn by Hood. Sugihara. Let it run. Bouchereau was having none of that. Throw in for Inter. Freer. Gets the ball into the area. Oh, and it might fall to Nishitani. Radler got an important foot in there. And don't forget that at the conclusion of this one, if you want to come off this stream and watch the next game here on this pitch, it's the top of the table clash between Football SA, NTC and West Adelaide. But there's the ball in from Nishitani. Claimed by Goldsmith, and Adelaide Uni are very, very close now because there shouldn't be much stoppage time. Long again from Goldsmith. Styles header and Nishitani can't keep it in. Radler will be in no hurry here. O'Neill short. Nishitani wins it, but that's another throw in, and that just eats up more seconds for Adelaide Uni. From the brink of relegation last year, they're not going down this year, Adelaide Uni. I think you can make a fair bet on that. They're about to get their second win and go to 8 points from 5 games. Eyes on referee Seaton for how much extra time they'll be played. Hubbard. DeMarco in the way. Nishitani clears. Hood. Is there time for one last charge from Inter? Good tackle, Radler. Hubbard wants to go to the corner flag. Why not? 4 players there. Free kick has gone Inter's way. Ryder to thump it as far as she can. There's Uni players there though. Falls to Panagakos. Good interception by Styles, but Burke has it now. That should be Comley's. Will give into the chance to launch. They've got to get bodies forward. It's towards Hood. Simmons wins. Panagakos. Nishitani with the header. It's fallen for Hubbard, who's been an important focal point. Commentator's curse is real. Straight to Nishitani, but Radler's there. It goes over into defence. Richardson runs onto it. Brings it inboard. There's a chance for 2-0. Box! It's just wide. Still play continues. Comley with the goal kick. Panagakos with the header. Cravo gets it forward to Hood. Oh, it just misses King, and Burt gets it away for Uni. Panagakos. Huge amount of space here for Box. Might play the cross, might go to the flag. It's the cross in the end. Comley wins it. Interbench urging players forward. Sugihara under that. Gets the header on and it finds Hood. But Burke is there again. Yaz Yellow. And once again, Uni have made the move. Flags up against O'Neill. We have played 4.5 minutes of stoppage time. I've got to say, I'm a bit surprised it's that long. And that's it. Adelaide Uni with a terrific win over the reigning champs Salisbury Inter in a top quality game of football here at Service FM Stadium. Chances either way, but it was a massive second half by Adelaide Uni, and a second half in which they found the only goal of the game, the goal that won it, by Isabella Yaziello. A tremendous performance across the park from Uni. Salisbury Inter were a tough opponent tonight. They didn't play badly, but Uni worked so hard to just block Inter's way throughout that second half, reduce the number of chances that Inter were able to have on goal. And when the ball came to Yaziello in the 53rd minute, it was a fantastic shot to find the winner. But they had heroes all over the park tonight, Adelaide Uni. Their back four was outstanding. Their midfield worked so hard. O'Neill and Yaziello, fantastic matches. Richardson on the wing, absolutely terrific. And they must believe now that they might have a really big season ahead of them, Adelaide Uni. They will go on and meet Inter again in 6 weeks' time, in 6 days' time, I should say. That's in the WMPL and WSL Cup, and that match will be played at the University Ovals, which should be fantastic, just as this game was. The final score in this round 5 match of the 2025 Apex Steel WMPLSA season is Adelaide University 1, Salisbury Inter 0. Isabella Yaziello with the match winner. And stay with us, folks. Come off this broadcast of this YouTube channel and go into FSA Leagues, West Adelaide Football SA NTC. That match will be kicking off shortly on this pitch. Can't wait to bring it to you.